In this video, I'm going to show you how to consistently keep your mix sessions under 3 hours or less. Hi, my name is Joey Sturgis, and welcome to the Joey Sturgis Tones YouTube channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and to all my subscribers, welcome back. Don't forget to like this video and ring the bell to get notified when we upload new videos. Now, let's get right into it. I think I'm as guilty of it as anyone else. When I was starting out in my career as a mixer, I would spend hours and hours, sometimes even days, working away at the same mix. And before I had any credits to my name, trying to nail the mix was an obsession of mine. And at the time, that meant perfectly automating, tweaking, EQing, replacing, enhancing, and time aligning, basically every aspect of my mix. And while I still do some of those things today, I'm not worried about sweating the small stuff. I'm focusing on the big picture. This concept is the driving force that keeps my productivity high and my turnover times really low. I don't need months on end to mix an EP, just some time that can be honestly dedicated to mixing and nothing but mixing. And in order to pull that off, there's a few things that you need to do. First, let's talk about actually scheduling your sessions. Too often, if a time frame or deadline isn't set, things will just get postponed, delayed, or ignored. And you need to be strict with your time. Make sure your time is as valuable to you as it is to the band or the label that's paying for it. You know, there's no point in spending 80 hours mixing a track that the label is only going to pay you 8 hours for, right? Factor in revisions and stem requests that are bound to happen, and you might as well get your mix process down as tightly as possible while still giving the best possible results. I find that by blocking out some time in my day and scheduling other projects and errands around it, I'm basically more conscious of my time. You know, for others, setting a timer or an alarm can help, break you out of your bad habit of running a long session. Or don't worry, if you run past her a lot of time for the first few mixes, these tools are just here to help you keep track of how long you're taking. But subconsciously, you should begin to adjust and move closer and closer to your target each and every time. So now let's move on to an all-important topic that comes next, and that's editing before mixing. In the genres that I work with, a clean, tight performance starts well before the mix actually starts itself. And during tracking, engineers should be working to get the best performance possible right at the source, and from there, edits are almost always a must to lock instruments into the grid. This amount of time and effort this takes varies by artist, so I don't think it's fair to count the edit time against the time that you should be mixing. While several of these steps might be broken out into parts such as, separate tracking and overdub sessions, for the most part, this is the workflow that we've all come to know. And there are parts that you simply cannot rearrange. Without something tracked, there's nothing to mix, and without something mixed, there's nothing to master. But sometimes engineers and producers might play around with the timing of the editing and the mixing parts of the process if it makes sense for that session. So let's take a look at when that might actually be a good idea. If you're looking to start working in the industry, a great audio editor has a huge advantage against others that they're competing with when it comes to internships and assisting gigs. If you can pick up on an engineer's editing process and do it as fast or faster than they can, then that's a great reason for them to have you around and to keep you involved. If you're editing your own audio, get familiar with common edit techniques to speed up your workflow, and that's going to be essential for moving forward. While it might be a headache while you're doing it, you're going to be grateful that everything is locked into place and pitch corrected before you even start mixing. It's the only way that you'll ever even have hope to cut your mix times down. Now we'll move on to using some tools that actually will speed up your workflow and also your mix time. If you can accomplish multiple parts of your processing signal chain with just one plugin, then why would you use 2, 3, or 4 plugins, right? This is the concept behind mini signature series plugins. It's how all-stars like Billy Decker are able to constantly churn out top 40 hits with shorter mix sessions. What previously took a load of different plugins and presets has been essentially boiled down to just one line of plugins like the Bus Glue series, allowing him to decorate his mixes faster than ever. If you haven't adopted the pros approach or found a way to incorporate their plugins yet, you can still get a decent amount of your work done by learning the plugins you have access to right now. And by trying out the stock presets, you might find a great starting point that can act as a shortcut to get you into the ballpark of a sound that you're after. And from there, it's just a matter of tweaking the settings to fit just right. If you want to take this a step further, you can create your own presets for almost any plugin to refine your starting point over time. Let's say your favorite bass compressor has a preset that you love using, but the ratio is set 4:1, and you always turn it to 8:1, or you always lower your threshold by 4 to 5 dB. By creating your own preset, you can cut down on both of those moves by giving yourself an even better shortcut for every future mix. Multiply that by dozens of settings on a handful of plugins across every single channel, and we're talking about saving some serious time. Anyone working with audio should know what it takes to get a sound from a microphone through to the streaming platform that the listener is going to hear the song on. It's a matter of knowing how to record a great sound, edit it, mix it, and master it before sending it off for consumption. And not everyone needs to be an expert in every single part of this and every single step, but having a general understanding is great for understanding how your mix fits in with the parts of the process that surround it. Now, JST VIP members get access to exclusive courses, tutorials, plugins. They also get direct access to mix crits from Billy Decker and myself. And if you're struggling with metal or rock, you can send it my way. But if you're looking for feedback on like country or pop, Billy's going to be your guy. Either way, we'll tell you exactly what's working and what's not to help keep your mixes moving in the right direction. You can sign up for this program today. The link is in the description below, or just go to joeysturgistones.vip/mixcrit. We'll see you there. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. If you got another audio buddy who would love this content, please share it. Hit the bell to get notified when we upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link in the description below before you go. You're the best. We'll see you soon.